Yerrrr, what's going on, y'all? This is our first time recording. My name is Val. I'm with who?
It's your boy Zyrus.
Big Z in the building,
in the
man.
flesh, in the house.
Big Z is in the house, and we got some things that we working on. This is our first episode, intro episode, for man. What we say?
Number one, it's just a place for us to get together and just talk.
Fellowship.
And you know how we get, having some drinks, get to talking, and the sports conversations come out.
Yeah, the sports conversations do come out. We are two diehard Bills fans, but it's even bigger than that. We got other things that's going on in the sports world that we'll dive into, but we just wanted to get a chance to have, some room to kind of chat with the fellas, with the ladies. Anybody that's interested in hearing, two guys, and sometimes there will be more, get together and just talk about the Bills, number one.
First and foremost, the Bills.
Because
again, listen, we wanted our own space to just sit back and talk about what's going on, whether it's
the road to the Super Bowl. We got to get one.
Exact. One before we die.
One before we die, man.
One before the decade's over.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to get greedy soon.
Listen, I'm going to get greedy and just say, can we just get one in 2023 and get it over with? Because I don't know if I can keep putting that pressure on not only myself, but I don't want to keep saying maybe next year.
Nah,
that's annoying.
What I'm going to say, listen, I don't think my heart going to last long enough if we don't get this done soon. So,
real soon.
Yeah,
I'm impatient, so... When I say real soon, I really mean that, because the way this last season ended for my Buffalo Bills, for our Buffalo Bills, it really had my heart in a tough place, because if people know how I watch games with passion, right? You know what I mean? I'm an emotional
That's an understatement, y'all.
Yeah, that's an understatement. But
before you even go, if you watch the game with Val, just know you might leave with bruises.
You might have to wear pads. You might want to come, with some equipment
with full shoulder pads.
You know what I mean?
Or Kevlar, because my man helmets. Is aggressive, but
big aggressive, but not. It's only because I just, I love football. Number one. I love basketball as well, but I think as I've gotten older, football done kind of took over, which is kind of weird for me, because literally growing up, you couldn't tell me. I was like, nah, I'm going to the NBA.
Oh, no.
Up until I was 12, 13, and I started seeing myself averaging 4 points a game. I was like, yo, I don't know.
What the hell?
Yeah, because I'm watching videos of boys dropping 30, and this is before YouTube, but I'm just like, wait, hold on.
So you mean my little 6 and 4 ain't going?
Yeah, so my 6 and 4 ain't going.
That ain't going to get me to the league.
And then freshman year, I got the wake up call. When I got cut, I ain't even make JV my freshman year. Went on to play 3 years of high school ball, but I didn't even make JV my first year. But let's start with a real intro though, because I feel bad because I get to rambling. But this is In the Zone with V and Z.
In the zone.
In the zone. You can take that how you want to. Zone coverage, man to man, it don't matter. We in the zone always. But I'm gonna let Zyrus introduce himself fully first, because like I said, we can shift this topic and we can go on and on for whatever. But Zyrus, go ahead, let them know a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, man. Just like Val said, we are two diehard Bills fans, man. And if you have not noticed yet, we love to talk. We love to talk about our team. We love to talk about sports in general.
Yes.
So we're here for this platform just for other folks who
can relate.
The same feeling as us.
Same kind of passion.
Have a good time.
Right.
I've been a football and Bills fan since the womb. I woke up one day and I swear I thought I was Andre Reed.
I thought you was gonna say Antoine Smith, but I do that.
Before that, you couldn't tell me nothing, man. I literally thought I was Andre Reed.
And that's crazy, because Andre Reed was a little bit before some of our time. So the fact that you said Andre Reed and not Eric Modes, I'm a little bit disappointed.
Listen, but no, don't sleep on that too. Cause
I'm about to say, man,
we ain't had jersey money back in the day. The first jersey I owned was that
E. Dot. Yo, me too. I had the picture. I posted it the other day. I had a picture.
The first one was at Eric Modes. Don't get it twisted. We gonna have to get
the dark blue. We gonna do a little jersey episode.
Yeah, we'll get on them topics at some point. But yeah, man. But I'm just like we said. I'm just a diehard fan who love to talk about my team and love to talk sports in general. You know, I feel like we come with some football knowledge.
Yeah, we got some knowledge.
At the same time, man.
At the same time, it's jokes
Yeah,
and it's a combination. And I feel like most of what me and Z for I would say most of our sports conversations can be lighthearted. But we also know the game, and I think that's one reason why we came together to collaborate was because I know Z know his stuff. I know my stuff, but I'm not even big on like trying to even break down every single detail.
Yeah.
I'm more trying to have a relaxed convo with my guys.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Or with anyone who really just want to sit back and enjoy the sport itself. Exactly. And that's the majority of sports. Like I said, there's not too many sports I won't watch. Now, mind you, I'm not big on baseball, unfortunately. You know what I mean? I hate to break it to some people, man. I know Z was, you know what I mean, former slugger. And like golf sometimes bore me.
Now you pressing nerves, man.
Hey man, listen, I gotta keep it real, man. I'm a sports management major, but at the same time,
you ain't fully embraced and experienced that golf life.
I think I'm gonna do it.
You gotta get there, man.
I'm 33, so I think that by age 40,
once you start, you
Tiger Hoods. I know, and I think that's gonna be the tough part is that I'm gonna have to have that discipline because I'm already hearing stories of, you know, people who have spouses that are deep into golf, how the wife don't really like it because the wife like, oh, so you just gonna be going for 7 hours.
AKA she got to deal with it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? They say happy life.
We getting to that point now, but we gonna...
Yeah, sometimes...
Yeah, we gonna baby step into that.
Yeah, we gonna baby step into that.
We gonna baby step into that, though.
But, Z, what did you go to school for?
I went to school for criminal justice.
Okay.
I went to
at Fredonia?
At Fredonia.
Okay.
Man. That's where I started criminal justice. I switched to business. Realized them numbers weren't exactly my friend.
Okay.
And then I
numbers
realized,
can be
like,
funny.
Yo, if I stay here, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I feel you.
I wanted to get out in 4 years, so I switched back to criminal justice and slid my way back home.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Yeah, man, it's one of them things, man. We was around and, you know.
And just to recap, too, just for the people who don't know, me and him met back in high school. So we went to Hutch Tech together. Shout out to Tech High in Buffalo, New York. This is a Buffalo podcast, by the way, unfortunately.
In case you didn't know.
So if you're listening from a different place and you're not from Buffalo, damn, that's trash. Yeah. You trash, actually. I want to say that. Let's be clear.
100%.
You're trash. Nah, I'm playing. But, so yeah, we met back in high school. Cool dude from day one. Real down to earth. And I tend to always keep tabs with people who come off genuine, because that's all I believe in is surrounding myself with genuine people. And I can say this dude right here is real genuine. Like I said, he know his shit. He was involved in sports and music in high school.
Hey,
tell him. What I mean, the sax.
Tell him.
You know what I mean? Me and this dude was in a band in college. It was called Deja Vu. Woo. You know what I mean? Shout out to Banger. Shout out to Lauren, all those people. Yeah, Deja Vu, man. He was on the sax. I was on the drums. So for those that don't know, I played the drums for a majority of my life.
Multi-talented.
Also sung, you know.
We're not even gonna mention that. Yeah, no. But I'm sure y'all gonna hear.
Oh yeah, if you know me, you know.
On the pod that song.
Maybe
we'll definitely start singing out the blue.
Out the blizzy.
For no reason at all.
But no, there are
and don't let there be drinks involved, because there will be.
Yeah, because this is something like this beer is not really an average day for me. Normally it's Deuce. Ooh. Or it might be some of that what's that Henny I be drinking? Because I don't drink that regular shit no more.
That's other drinks that are
VSOP.
Good, but we can't name unless they coming with sponsorship.
Right. Oh yeah, you sponsors. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we need some sponsors. But So Z gave his little mini intro. I'll give mine's real quick. But yeah, Hutch Tech grad, SUNY Fredonia grad, diehard Bills fan. For those who know me, know I have another podcast. It's called Vibes Are Us. That's with me and my wife, Ebony. Just got married 7 months ago. For those who don't know, what's it, 7 or 6? It was one of those. But anyway, let's say 7. Yeah, we in March.
He round up.
Got a son. He's about to be 13 soon. Which is unbelievable.
Fully grown child.
A+ student, plays football and basketball.
Talk about multi-talented. And handsome to boot.
Yeah. He got good looks. You know what I mean? And Yeah, for me, you'll learn more about me each episode if this is your first time listening.
Which
Hopefully, you will soon, of course, follow us, like our pages, subscribe,
please do
all that stuff. Cause we just getting started, and like I'll say this for myself, I see a lot of Bills pods, and they tend to be one way or the other. And one way is completely X's and O's.
Yeah. Real
That's
X,
cool.
which is honestly, we'll say there is some amazing content creators who follow the Bills, who will break down the game and give you all the ins and outs of the roles of the players and what to expect in this formation, that formation, which is great.
It's cool.
This is not that podcast.
Yeah, but you gotta have another podcast that you go to and you just feel like you're completely sitting with your homeboys. Or with your people, and just kicking it, because that's what we want to do. We want to create a relaxing environment for those listening, for those who need that in between pod, maybe going into free agency, going into the draft, just going into the summer mini camp, all of that. Like, just something you can listen to once a week where you can just vibe with us, rock with us, feel like you can relate to us, because at the end of the day, we all fans. You know, we haven't played it down in NFL football. So we now got to sit here and be like, yeah, I remember back when I was at the combine. Or, yeah, I remember back when I was playing against.
Man, that's right. I tore a Little League up.
Yeah, Little League, cool.
No snaps in high school. So
yeah, all that was cool. We both played.
We know the game.
We know the game. We both former athletes still.
But the vibes you're gonna get is just like you hanging out with your peoples,
right?
And y'all get to talking, you get to debating, and that's what we're gonna get. You
good, healthy debate.
You out at the bar and having a couple shots, and then
and then next thing you know, you talking for 25 minutes about why didn't Josh Allen throw the digs on 4th down?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So that's the vibes you're gonna get. We here.
Big vibe.
We in the zone. Gonna have a couple of adult beverages.
Yeah, a couple of beverages,
have some
a couple of guests.
Yeah, have some guests. We'll have some
there. At least once a month. That's the goal. At least once a month, we want to have at least one guest. There is going to be one consistent guest, and I'll give him his own intro when we do that episode. But if you know a guy by the name of Dennis, sometimes they call him Uncle Denny with the Henny.
Uncle Denny with the Henny.
Uncle Denny with the Henny.
Denny, we gotta throw that. We gotta make an intro for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna be something different. He actually celebrating 60 years. My man just turned 60. Yes, I'm gonna put his age on blast.
Come on, Uncle Denny.
I'm gonna put it on blast. You know, he's celebrating 60 years, but yeah, we'll be linking up with him soon. Even diving into his basement. We in my basement right now. Hey, don't judge, but fuck y'all. Nah. But
if you do.
I mean, but for real though. But nah, so y'all get a chance to see a little bit of the Bills Cafe, the Bills basement, the legendary Bills basement.
Yeah, the one and only.
Yeah, it's only
world renowned.
Man, listen. So many memories, so many good times, so many shots, so many drunk moments. But you know, we'll talk to him soon. Also, we know next week. It's a big week.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to next week.
It's a big week next week. So that's really going to be the episode because, you know, in a minute I'm going to ask Z what he expects next week. But, yeah, it's, to me, you know, along with NBA free agency, which is kind of watered down now because everybody just leaks shit within 24 hours. Right. And
it's gone.
Then day 2 is just down to like Dennis Schroeder or some shit. Like, nigga getting fucking 2-year contract worth $2 million. But like the NFL, I can say they do a great job. Shout out Adam Scheffner. There's a couple other good reporters who break the news, but Adam Scheffner, he's the one. He's the GOAT. Yeah, he. I don't know. Woe's right there though. I know he's the NBA, but like
Woe's bomb.
Woe's bomb that's a thing.
You know,
that's a thing.
It's really
that's a thing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Scheffner kind of got competition when it comes to that, but
nobody on Woe's level.
Yeah, Woe's different. Woe's I just got off the phone with LeBron James. He is indeed staying in LA.
Right. Who's the source? LeBron is the source.
Yeah, I just got off the phone with him.
I talked to him personally.
So shout out to all the report. Listen, let me tell you something. One of my dream jobs, and I may never really do it because you know it takes a lot of networking to get there, but we'll see. You know, this could be the start. But is to be that contact, that source. Because, like, let me tell you something.
You got to put the work in.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I got a couple connects already.
You got to pull some favors.
I know, but let me tell you something. I've already had friends tell me in other years, like, dog, you the first one to tell me this. Or, damn, who told you? I got sources. I got fucking
World Vel got sources.
So if you follow me, Papa Vel, Vel B_low. What's your thing on Twitter?
Oh, mine is simple. What's this, Zyrus?
Okay,
_.
so that's easy.
Cyris.
So that's easy. So you can find us on Twitter. We'll have our own Twitter page up soon. Yeah, we'll be putting that in the description and a link and all that.
You'll be able to find us. Don't worry.
Yeah, but so like I get it. You know, year after year, and this year might be different because I got a new job. But year after year, I get people hit me up all the time like, "Yo, Fel, how you know?" Like, God damn, like,
listen, just what they gotta learn. Don't question my sources.
Don't question, because I'm
just trust where it's.
Because especially at my own job, one of my favorite things was to do when I knew it was a big day like free agency, refresh
all day,
boom,
all day. Just sitting there.
Forget alert. Yeah, boom. I'm on the phone. I'm like, oh, where Khalil Mack going there?
That it's already starting
already, bro.
It's been listen. This week has been crazy. Free agency don't start for another. I was
just telling somebody. I hope it really start on Sunday.
We got trades Sunday after trades after release. It's already started.
It's lit.
It's shaping up for a wild offseason.
And here's what I'm happy about is that I know, like, unlike last year, Bills didn't have too much flexibility. The reason why the Bills have flexibility this year is because I've already gotten word. Here we go with the sources. I've already gotten word.
This episode 1, we got to put out sources.
I've already gotten word that they're gonna let go of at least 7 or 8 starters.
I mean, it's 7 or 8.
Woo. Yeah. So, cause let's go through it real quick.
That's a lot of starters.
So let's go through it real quick. So let's call Emmanuel Sanders a starter. Right.
Yeah, he free agent, so he's not gonna be here.
So
I doubt they resign him.
Cole Beasley.
Yeah, that's starting.
So that's 2.
They already gave him a chance to go.
Do we want to count Feliciano, or are we just calling him a reserve?
I mean, he's in a rotation. We can count.
So let's
he
call
started
him.
Last year.
So let's call him a starter.
Yeah, he already gone.
Jerry Hughes. I'm hearing rumblings.
We'll see.
Mario Addison.
Yeah, he in the same boat. We'll see.
Star Latulele.
Yeah, I hope they get rid of Star. Star got to go.
We don't have to count AJ Klein because they don't run 4-3.
Yeah, he wasn't getting enough snaps.
And Levi Wallace potentially.
Yeah.
So that's 7. That's like 7, 8 right there.
Yeah,
but
starters are
we'll see.
Players.
We'll see.
Some of those come back.
I think Daryl Williams. Did they confirm?
I ain't hear nothing.
Okay, so Daryl Williams might be one that comes back. Because if they let Feliciano go, I have a tough time feeling like they'll let Feliciano and Daryl Williams go.
Yeah, he's still in the contract, but
he's flexible though. Like he can play guard and tackle.
But now, like you got him playing guard, making tackle money, and that's the thing. Like you going,
it might come down to a restructure. Because I don't have. He's one of the few linemen on the Bills. Like Spencer Brown, we know he's gonna take time to develop. But he's already off to a good start. Right. But like Daryl Williams is one of the few guys on that line who I can be like, I really ain't got no beef.
Don't worry about him. He's cool.
I ain't got no beef. Yeah, like literally, if I gave him a grade, it'd be a B.
Yeah, he's fine. Like,
and as long as you a B and above, you good on my book.
He's not gonna be Pro Bowl. He's not gonna be All Pro.
Right.
But you're not gonna have to worry about him.
Right.
So listen, if I know I can have peace of mind and him in that spot, if I got Mitch in the middle,
man, listen.
Williams in right guard and Brown.
And that's the thing too. Mitch. Somebody did bring up Mitch.
Mitch is cool. Listen,
but Mitch gotta. Somebody was saying he gotta do something with his contract.
He ain't gotta do a damn thing.
You don't think so?
Listen, the way Mitch played last year,
he's solid.
Listen, he was.
Listen, bro.
Topping.
Think about it like this. Think about how many times Josh really had pressure up the middle. Not a lot. Like it was only probably 2 games I can remember where we really had some issues up the middle, and I wouldn't even say it was even solely on Mitch Morse. Like probably the guards.
Yeah, I say, listen. Once they allowed Mitch towards the end of last season actually get out and move, so many of them pulling plays where he got out and being a lead blocker.
My man pretty good with that.
And let him out there and use his athleticism.
And Dawkins got better throughout the year.
He was showing what he can do. Like, listen, if you want Mitch Morris to drop back all day and block Vita Vea, that's a losing battle. But if you actually let him use his athleticism and work to his strengths, I like Morris at center. Like he can be your linchpin there. I mean, and he's still young. Like he look old, but he's like 27.
Yeah. So that's just a quick snapshot. Of how we will get into some of the acquisitions. But I will ask this because we're not gonna hold nobody long because this is just an intro.
Yes, we will.
What is your what's the word I want to try to find? What is your biggest want going into next week? Because I'll just say
free agency. Strictly free agency.
Just free agency. We'll get into draft later. What do you want next week? So we can come back and be like, we got that.
I got a lot of needs that I can't say it. Let me rephrase. We don't have a lot of needs.
Right.
But what I want them to take care of next week, I need a running back with some speed.
Okay.
I don't need someone to replace Singletary.
Right.
I need someone to complement.
Because Singletary not going
speed.
nowhere. He earned my trust. Like he had some fumbling issues early.
I'm not worried about that.
But I think that what Singletary was able to do in the last 8 or 9 weeks.
Yeah, once they actually started consistently giving him the ball.
Right. And what people gotta understand about running backs, like you gotta feed the running back.
Yeah.
And not to say you got to run him 20, 25 times, but there's no way in hell you're going to give a guy 6 carries and think that he going to get you 100 yards.
You know what he got to do? Got to get in the zone.
Oh,
you got to let the running back get in the
motherfucking zone. But now that's a fact, though, because, like, as we watched him get 13, 15, 16 carries, we saw him get 80 yards, 85 yards.
And 5, 6 touchdowns.
Right, 5, 6 catches. And that'd be the combination. Like, I think any running back that's going to play with Josh Allen for the rest of his career got to be able to do both.
Give me 15.
Because what Josh is going to always do, Josh is a playmaker. You know, there's about 5 or 6 quarterbacks in this league who are just full-blown playmakers. So that's Lamar Jackson, your Joe Burrows, your Patrick Mahomes. I might be missing a couple, but these guys are just full-blown. Deshaun Watson. I know he's going through his shit. A-Rod is similar, but like full-blown playmakers. And what Josh needs, and this is why I'm so excited about what additions we might see, is that he just need guys that can do kind of what Diggs and Gabe can do, which is like, all right, some bullshit going down, I'm going to just get open.
Yeah. I need a running back with some speed.
Some speed, though. That breakaway, because we need somebody that's going to catch the ball for 5 yards, take it 80.
Exactly. I need someone who you can drop a shovel pass off or just dump that ball off.
And take it 50 yards.
And take it. Like, Singletary is good at that. Yeah, in one-on-one, but he doesn't have that breakaway speed.
Nah, he don't. He going to get you the first down, and he'll get in the end zone. Like, he became a touchdown machine at the end of the year.
Yeah, but the plays where he'll take it and get you 8. I need someone who's going to take that and give me 20.
20, right. Give me 38.
And I'm not a big fan of using early draft picks on running backs. So, like, I want them to go give me a vet.
Go give me a vet.
With some decent speed.
Let me tell you something.
Who going to touch the ball?
There's going to be some available because I feel like there are 3 guys. And we'll come back to this, hopefully. But there are 3 guys that are going to be available, and it all comes down to price for me. And that's Saquon Barkley. That's Christian McCaffrey, and that's Alvin Kamara.
Oh, you want to make trades?
I'm saying these 3 guys. If we not talking.
Oh, you talking trades?
I'm talking trades. So I'm saying if Bills
swinging for the fence.
I'm saying if Bills want to get spicy,
hey,
but only for the right price though. Like I'm not first round. None of those guys to me is worth first round. So let me start there.
Have to use that to get,
right. So I'm cool.
Boys.
Right. So I'm cool with them not making a move for one of those guys I mentioned if it warrants a first down pick, because I really feel like the way that Bean wants to build is by making sure he can get a first round draft pick. Like he likes to get his young guy.
Oh yeah.
Whether it be a D lineman, whatever. So they want to build. So if I'm thinking like Bean has been thinking the last 5 years, I'm thinking that they'll probably keep their first round pick. So if they do a trade, I don't see it being a first rounder. Maybe a future first rounder.
We'll see. I mean, they swung that one for Diggs.
But they can do. Listen, I'll be cool with a future first round. If you tell me, all right, boom, let's get Saquon for this year's 4th and next year's 1st, I might be in. Because at the end of the day, I'm getting Saquon on his 5th year, I think. And I can just say, listen, this can be a 1-year workout plan. Or if you do what you got to do, I got both you and Singletary, and I can make a decision at the end of the year to say, all right, who I want to make my full-blown starter. Now, mind you, they'll both be 25, 26, but if Saquon can show you 95% of Saquon from 2 years ago or 3 years ago,
right?
Oh, you team that up with Josh and Diggs, who you about to sign again to. You about to give Diggs an extension in the next 12 months.
Yeah, that's
probably.
Definitely a swing for the fences move. I can't say I love it.
It all depends, man.
I can't say I'm just not a fan of. I'm always looking at positional value, and like I can't see myself dedicating high-end draft picks or high-end money to this position when I know I can get similar production of someone in the
draft
round
or even a mid-level free agent.
Exactly. So I'm like, with us already being, I can't say strapped. I still think they're gonna open up some more cap room.
Oh, they definitely is.
For us being somewhat tight to the cap, I can't see us dedicating 8, 9, 10, 12 million to the running back position.
Right.
So it's so go find me my mid-level vet with decent speed, compare with Singletary, and let them boys rock.
So I'll say this because I want to say this before we get done for the intro is the key for me next week. The key signing I'm looking for and the guy I'm looking for.
Person.
It's really two.
You looking for a particular position or an actual
player?
Okay.
So I have a player in mind who's very high on my list, and that's Cordell Patterson. The reason why Cordell Patterson is so high on my list is for two reasons. One, that means that I don't have to solely rely on McKenzie to be my gadget guy.
That's if they've been resigned.
That's it, right. So that's even if we resign McKenzie, I don't have to feel like, oh, McKenzie has to be that guy who can return, who can carry the ball 3 times a game, and who can catch the ball 3 or 4 times a game. So boom, I got that with a veteran who
been there, done that.
Right. My man is towards the end of his career. My man would take a 1-year, $5 million deal, no BS. Now his market might be crazier, but what might sell Cordell is that I'm going to a team that I know is close to the Super Bowl. I'm playing with one of my former teammates in Stephon Diggs. Right. I was up there, so I seen what y'all boys about in person. I know Josh is real. I done seen a man on TV. Right. A man stupid. And guess what? I might mess around and have a career year with y'all. I had a good year with the Falcons, but I might mess around, go to Buffalo, and have a career year.
I'm not mad at that. Listen, the way he balled out last year, he's always been a good player. He's been a good return man. He's been utilized as a receiver a little bit. Yeah. But the way that Atlanta used him in the backfield, and he had the best year of his whole career. Listen, so, for him to pull that out in a free agency year, I mean, he's going to have a big market.
He going to have a big, and that's the thing. I don't, as I say that, I don't want to overspend for him. I don't want to overspend for none of these guys that I might bring up. But, he's one person who I initially thought of because I say, yo, listen, if the Bills want to do anything that's going to excite me, is get them another piece on that offense.
Give me weapons.
That's going to make Josh, his game easier.
I'm with you 100% on that. Listen, if your main weapon on offense is that passing game, you keep replenishing your weapons. I don't care if you have Steph Diggs already. I don't care if you got Gabe Davis. Right. I don't care if you got Dawson Knox. You keep giving my man weapons. You make sure your fastball stay your fastball.
Listen, and to me, I'm just picturing Steph wide out. Gabe wide out. Dawson Knox moving around up and down the line. And then you got Cordell, and you got Isaiah out there in the slot, and they just running back and forth. The defense trying to match up. And then next you know it, Josh snapped the ball. He faked it to McKenzie. Nope, it's a handoff to Patterson going the other way. 10 yards, 15 yards, 20 yards. He break a couple, he gone.
Yeah.
He gone. And you not catch, and he a big boy too. That's the thing. We done had gadget players that was like even Speedy, the young dude, the rookie that we had from last year. Yeah, I expect him to have some more snaps this year. Yeah, I think he cool.
Yeah, I think Stevenson's gonna be in the rotation.
He'll be in the rotation, but I'm like, dog, when they get cold and Cordell Patterson coming through, boom,
you right. But I'm taking not off track completely. But when you said that, it reminded me of something. You know who I would love from a past Bills team on this team right now?
Who?
CJ too. Give me some Roscoe Paris on his team right now, man.
Yeah, a little flash.
Somebody like that if you put that ball in the hand.
But here's the thing, I honestly think Stevenson can be that. I think, and
we'll
see because here's what I think. I think he got a little stage fright this year. I went to the Saints game in New Orleans and he was back home. And I thought for sure, he gonna break one. He back home. Yeah, and then, man, he was tripping and shit. Yeah. But I'm just like, all right, cool. He gonna look back on his first year.
He got time to develop.
And he gonna be like, yo, listen, I gotta go crazy.
You need to.
I gotta go crazy because if I keep this up next year, I ain't gonna be on the team.
Yeah.
So I look at him as a key, as a person who needs to have one of those off seasons where it's just
he gotta go off.
Like almost like how Dawson Knox entered his third year. Yeah. Dawson Knox basically said, you know what? I can't settle for 30 catches.
Yeah, because this spot ain't guaranteed. They re-signed Moreau, which is mostly special teams and everything. But your spot not guaranteed. Yeah. You're not in a top 5 offer.
Right. But Dawson, I give him credit because he took that next step because he said, yo, if I don't do what I'm supposed to do, I'm not gonna be here.
Right.
And Dawson, what did he do? Double-digit touchdowns. He became one of the top 10 tight ends in the game.
Yeah.
And I can say that comfortably because if you look around,
Even
fans and other teams, they knew who he was.
He's borderline.
Oh, Knox.
Borderline 5.
Yeah.
Borderline.
He in the convo, and that's all I asked for. Because you got Mark Andrews, you got Kelsey,
you got Kittle,
you got Kittles, you got
Darren Waller.
You got Waller. It's a list. But to be in the convo,
if you can make an argument,
if you can get double-digit touchdowns at the tight end, I don't care how many times your quarterback throwing. That's crazy. And some of his catches weren't easy. So we talking back in the end zone joints.
He was dropping the easy ones. But.
He was in.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
But he had a better year.
He did much better with his
He did much better. So
outside of Patterson, you said you had 2. Who was your?
So my other guy I thought about because they was brought up this morning was Chandler Jones. And the only reason why I thought of Chandler Jones because I felt okay, boom, yes, his resume is good enough to get him paid, but would he say, you know what? Let me go back to New York where I'm from.
Right.
He from Syracuse, Rochester area. So boom, let me go a little closer home. Take a small discount. And I'm not saying I'm crazy. Maybe he only need Maybe he only need 2-year fucking, 14 mil. I don't know. That's maybe I'm talking out my you know what.
I'm not mad at that. You know what I say? You were paying Mario Addison, I think, $9 million last year. I said, listen, you replace some of that in a player like Chandler Jones.
Chandler, man.
Because again, right now
Chandler can give you 5 sacks in one game.
Yeah, right now you rolling out nothing but first and second year players out there.
And you need a veteran.
Yeah, I think you need somebody to roll with.
And this is what they're gonna have to do next week. Cause I'm cool with the young guys, but you need to add a veteran D lineman next week. I don't care if it's D tack or DN. You need to add a veteran D lineman next week who can make impact plays. Like I'm not doing this whole, he had 5 sacks. Oh no. Bro, I'm over the 5 sacks. I need double-digit sacks. I need...
I'm waiting for that.
But here's the thing. And I'm not a person that thinks that sacks are everything. I think pressures do mean something. But, dog, we haven't had a game changer, honestly, since Mario Williams.
Yeah, and that was it. He ain't been there since.
And Marcel Darius had a couple good years, so I give him his credit. But
Mario Williams literally was the last.
He was giving you 14, 13.
Yeah. I mean, Jordan Phillips touched double digits, but again, he wasn't changing games. He was racking up numbers, but he wasn't. He
racked up numbers, and I think Jordan Phillips understood the short game, which was let me go crazy because I got free agency coming up.
Get this money.
And look what happened since then.
Whole bunch of nothing.
A bunch of MIAs.
They needed. I think they need a guy back there. Maybe you've been seeing Shaq Lawson.
Shaq Lawson want to come back. And listen, and here's my thing too. I've warmed up to the idea of now stacking up on the line. I used to be kind of against it because I'm like, man, you gotta let these guys get 60, 70% snaps. Like, let these guys get their numbers. But I'm kind of warming up now to the whole, 9, 10 rotation and just letting the niggas get to it. Because let me tell you something. If you come in next year with, let's say, Shaq, Greg, Basham, Epinesa, and another veteran playmaker with a 6 defensive end rotation, I'm with it. And then you got a defensive tackle that you can put next to Ed Oliver, because that's my other thing, too. You can re-sign Harrison Phillips, cool. Because I know him. He's such a nice guy. He's going to take the discount. So you can re-sign him for the short, but let me get an impact D tackle next to Ed Oliver. Yeah. So Ed Oliver can really, get busy.
Yeah, I think I want to definitely pick up on that on one of our upcoming episodes is, honestly, one of my biggest needs is an impact D tackle.
Yeah, we need one.
Because what did it do for Ed Oliver and the rest of that line, but also what did it do for those linebackers? What did it do for Edmonds? What did it do for Milano? But
and people done gave up on Edmonds too, and that's why we'll say that for another episode too. I'll say this before we sign off though, don't give up on some of these young guys because I be knowing low key when some of the young guys be bust because when a young guy's a bust, you can really, really tell. My thing with Edmonds is that yes, there are times when you expect him to make that one impact play where it's a run coming and you expect him fill a hole, send a guy back, and it should be a Sports Center top 5 play. Or you just expect him to be everywhere like Darius Leonard. I get it. But I think what we got to understand with Edmonds is that the dude is a top 10 player at his position. And not only is he a top 10 player at his position, he's a steady linebacker. Now, what he can improve on is taking advantage of the God-given talents that he has, which is you got length.
Right.
You got speed. You look the part to be strong.
Listen,
so, like, you got to use your God-given talents, and I think that's why people are frustrated. You got to use your God-given talents to make more of a difference in the run game. Because, to be honest with you, in the passing game, I don't hear too many people making an issue with him. He going to break up a pass. He going to stay with a running back. But when you trying to get him to stay with a slot receiver, shit like that, it gets shaky. But that's the average middle linebacker.
Yeah, no real linebacker.
Ain't nobody. Even Bobby Wagner, he got released, but he ain't staying with no wide receiver.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get too deep into this Edmonds conversation. Like I said, I definitely want to say this one for a later date.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, it's an important piece in this defense, and I'm looking forward to seeing.
And this guy been the middle linebacker on 2 out of 3 years when y'all been a top 5 defense.
Right.
Like, there's a reason.
you got to give credit where credit's due. But I will say, I mean, I don't dislike him as a player. I think if you're expecting a Darius Leonard or a Fred Warner, you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, those top 3.
That's not who he is. But if you want a linebacker who's gonna be consistent, who's gonna be good,
he's gonna be there.
And
he gonna make the and here's what I'll say, because I'm gonna let you finish. He'll make the quarterback just think 0.5 more seconds. Yeah. Just because of his presence.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a reason why teams can't pass very deep on this team.
And there's a reason why teams respect Edmonds. Because if you hear it a lot here in Buffalo that more people outside of Buffalo respect Edmonds than people.
Listen, that's a Buffalo thing.
It is. Right. 100%. We be so hard on our players, but it's real because think about it. If you're the average offensive coordinator or quarterback playing the Bills, one of the number one things outside of the safeties is I'm saying I can't throw within 10 to 15 yards because that guy Tremaine Edmonds is right there.
Yeah, so I was just about to say that. You stole my words. You have those 2 stud safeties in the back.
Right. You got them.
You got the 6'6",
6'6",
massive middle linebacker dropping back with the wingspan that's damn near from hash mark to hash mark.
Right.
So that restricts the space that the quarterback has.
And you got to think.
Yeah. So that
0.5 seconds is a lot.
Yeah. That's that length that he has is definitely invaluable. So he does make an impact out there.
He makes a difference even when he's not popping.
Yeah.
Folks,
but I will say, do I want to see more impact players? Absolutely.
Of course, we all do.
But am I trying to actively get rid of them? Nah. I don't want to make a hole where we don't need one. Listen,
come on, man.
We
middle linebackers don't come like that. Like
that is literally right there on the cusp of a Super Bowl. So I'm not trying to make holes where I don't need to. There's no need for me to.
He one of the leaders on the team, man.
Yeah, captain on the team. He
stop playing.
Captain since year 2.
Because the minute he make, let me tell you something. Bills fans is so funny because the minute he make a game changing play in a big game, what they gonna do? Oh, that's my guy, man. Yeah. Nah, don't. Yo, I'm telling you right now, it's a pro Edmonds podcast, and let me tell you something. Don't hop on it when he make a big play next year in a big game. Don't. Oh, I knew he always had it. No. Keep that energy, man. The dude is 20, and I know people hate hearing it. The dude is like 22, 23 years old.
Yeah, and I'm petty. I keep receipts.
Yeah, like don't. Listen, man. Y'all gave Josh Allen time. So let's give him some grace. But like we said, we don't want to get too deep into anything. We done already hold y'all for what, 30 plus minutes. Hopefully y'all got a good idea of what we gonna bring to the table. And next week, like I said, is a big week, so we will be definitely recording and catching up and doing like a mini recap of all of the acquisitions and kind of even too diving into what some of the other teams is doing.
Yeah, so by the time we get on next week, we should probably have the beginning first day or so.
At least first couple of days, right?
You know, we can do it. We'll be doing a quick recap of what the Bills did in the first couple of days.
Definitely give them a quick grade.
And also, recap of what's been going on in the league, because there's going to be a lot of movement.
There's going to be a lot. We already see Russ is in Denver.
Yeah, a lot of quarterback movements taking place.
Man. I think Kurt might be on the move.
Yeah, we got
Trubisky going to be going.
Good amount of receivers on the market, so it's going to be a good chance to see what's going to take place.
So we'll end this by saying, if you want to listen more, we're gonna have all that underneath and all that plugged in there.
Yeah, check the bio.
So stay tuned. We're gonna keep plugging. If you don't got us on Twitter again, you can find us on Twitter. I wouldn't say Facebook because no.
Yeah, nah, you won't
do
find me.
Yeah, we won't really do Facebook. Yeah,
Feds
wise. I got my full name on Facebook. Let's not do that.
Yeah, it's business only. On
Facebook. You know what I mean?
You're gonna find nothing but houses on my page.
Shit. But nah. So we appreciate those who have took the time to listen to our first episode, the intro. And like I said, we look forward to sitting down with some more people. Like I said, we're gonna be changing locations. You know, we might be here for 3 straight episodes. We might be somewhere else for another 3. And like I said, we're gonna hit up the Bills Cafe, the Bills Basement. You know, at least once a month. You know, when we can. And we're gonna have fun with this.
Absolutely. We're gonna be in the zone, man. Just like the name says,
in the fucking zone with
we're gonna be here having a good
V
time.
and Z. Now, we at the end of the alphabet, but we at the front. You feel me?
Just because we in the back don't mean we not important, fam.
Listen, you already
remember that. So next time we might have some shots, we might have some drinks, but either way, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna talk. You know, we're gonna chat it up. So just make sure you like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff.
We're gonna have all that information out there. Again, love and appreciate y'all. I know if y'all know either myself or him, y'all know how important sports and the Bills is to us. So we gonna give y'all as much information as we can, but we gonna kick it.
That's right, man.
That's it.
We love
gonna
y'all.
fucking kick it.
See y'all next week.
Yeah, peace out, man.